Welcome
Thank
to
you.
Venus Restaurant.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And your guys are out there.
Great. Let me go see them.
Sure.
Okay. Hello, welcome to this week's edition of the Solutions Review Show. Here we fix things. My name is Kafui Day, and this review show is based on the Solutions Business Show that airs every week at this time. Super show last week, and we're ready for more this week. As usual, we want you to keep plugged into this show on social media, so take out your devices and plug away. Let us know exactly what is on your mind. Same format, we have a panel of 3, and we discuss elements of the show. One of them I recognize because he was here last week. Echo, good to have you here. But for those who haven't met you before, just tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Echo Mensah. I am currently the manager for Premium Bank Help Station and also the CEO for the African Network of Entrepreneurs. My passion is to ensure that your business is growing. So I work every day to make sure that entrepreneurs are doing well in this country, and we are together building a globally competitive business.
All right, good to have you here, Echo. We've got a lady with us.
Yeah.
Please tell us who you are, what you do.
Okay, my name is Rosalind Dalali Ashigbi from Delcres, Africa. We are into farming and processing of indigenous Ghanaian foods. And then our flagship product is Dakwa, or aka Joe. Our special Joe that have been packaged this way, so you don't need to go through the hassle again. You just pick it at any shop.
Okay, and from a smiling Delali, very happy to be here, to my last guest, definitely not the least. Tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Charles Osewusu, and I'm with MTN Mobile Money, the Business Development Unit. I take charge of providing payment solutions for SMEs, corporate organizations.
Fantastic. So those are our guests, Echo from last week, Delali and Charles. And together we're going to have a really exciting solutions review show. Stay with us. You know how to connect. Yep. Just get in touch with us. Let us know what your thoughts are even before we start the discussion. Stay. Right, so you've seen the episode, really exciting. So the good, the bad, the ugly, and now I want to find out from my guests what their key takeaways are. I'm going to start with you first, Charles. What struck you in this episode that you saw?
Well, it's said it all, largely talking about 2 categories of SMEs or people we have in the society or in the business world. You have those who are on track, and also those who certainly had issues with their businesses. And for me, along the line, it presented solutions as well, some immediately, some distant. If you take, for example, what Eno Messi had to go purchase some fruits, bad fruits of course, from the market, you could actually see the reaction of another seller, also obviously to the seller who sold stuff to Eno Messi. And I think that was brilliant, even though the seller actually bashed the other seller. It was spot on. That as individuals, we need to be each other's keeper. Despite the fact that we are in for money, we need to be able to say the truth where it matters. And I think that was great.
All right, I just want to come to you, Delali. Anything you heard from Charles that struck you, or other insights you had from what we just saw?
The show, it's really presented then SME, or then entrepreneur, and then now entrepreneur. If you want to go global, if you want to expand your business, then Mama Sweet will be Mama Kande will be the right channel, how you have to deal with your customers, and then how people used to, or people are still dealing with their business and they are not growing. That is with Eno Messi.
So you don't want to be an Eno?
No. And then Eno Messi just couldn't get it that you are your first brand of your product, so you have to present yourself so that people come to you. So she dressed anyhow and come and sit there and expects people to actually shop for themselves. And then Mama Sweet is very nice with all the customers, and then is welcoming more people. So this just presented to me, if you want to go global, go this way. If you want to go, you want to remain where you are, you stay that way.
Okay, so there are very visible examples of what to do and what not to do.
Yes.
Echo, key takeaways from this really gripping
I
episode.
mean, the role of superstition, where you believe that the first customer depending on how much the person buys, would have an effect throughout your day's business. And so because of that, you're rude to the first customer, hoping to get better customers. But if you don't tolerate and make the first customer happy, no matter how much they are buying, then how do you expect that this same customer will go and be your mouthpiece? So for me, I mean, there were very amazing lessons in today's episodes that I think that people should pay attention to, because it's directly and indirectly affects your businesses and the relationship you build with your suppliers, your customers, and probably your investors. And we are seeing how these businesses are growing in the series, and I'm looking forward to other episodes going along.
I'm just curious, do you meet the Eno Messis of the world often in your business?
Sure.
You do?
Yeah, they are, and people are just okay with that. You know, if you dress with makeup selling wache, it's either you are not selling wache, you are there for a man. Even though you are dressed, you are just selling your thing, but that's the perception. So you are just a roadside seller, so you have to look like a roadside seller. They are still there, even some people who patronize. For example, my Joey, now that we call it Dell's Bar, you can imagine Joey or Dakwa on the streets. Everybody knows that it's not naked, it's a ball in a sieve. Yeah. But now here is it. You just take a bar and you're okay.
It looks like a chocolate bar.
Yeah. So it's like you have advanced from my grandmother doing it just in a sieve to this a bar. So you can pick it from the supermarket.
And it's great to see, tying it to the Solutions Business Show itself, how Mama Sweet demonstrated the fact that she could track her business on her phone. You need to count and see where the profitable centers are, and you can move your resources to that particular area. Let me come to the banking man.
Particularly, I'm excited about Mr. Mensah as well, even though we haven't really focused on him today. And he's epitomizing the global competitiveness business that we are looking at, because most of his market is not only in Ghana, but outside. And I like the transition where he goes to the Help Station 6 weeks training program, and then he builds his confidence on even how to present his business plan in a pitch session where he's looking for up to $500,000, which I know will be able to provide, because he's shown a track record of growth, he's shown a track record of success in business, and then he has a proven revenue model that works. You know, and that's what banks are looking for. A lot of the times when people come to us, and even after Solutions started airing, we have people walk into our offices all the time, and then they come because they want money. But what Solution is doing now is that it is showing people some of the little things that they don't consider before they go looking for money to expand, you know. And I'm excited about that, because when you come to Help Station, for instance, we sit with you and then figure out where you want to go, because most of the time people have the vision of where they want their business to get to in their head, but in reality they are not even on the path yet, you know. So when we sit with you, just like we did with Mr. Mensah, we're able to draw up not just a business plan, but a model of growth on where you currently are, where you want to go, where you are now, and what steps you need to take. And these are things that people who are in business need to look at.
So a lot of ideas and concepts bubbling in my head from what I've heard from my guests. I'm hearing the old ways of doing things versus the new ways of doing things, the power of brand, the use of technology, but there are other things that I think I want to get some thoughts on. The power of research, the validity of having a business plan. Let me kick off with you. I mean, with your Joey, did you do a business plan to get to where you are now?
Talking about the research, it took me 3 years to get Food and Drugs Board certification. And then what Eko was saying, when I started, I go doing sampling in the offices, and people tell me, oh, the Joey that I know, and you package it, so I'm also going to do it. I'm not in a hurry to come out, but rather do my research and know that. That's why I know that our Joey on the streets can't go far because of aflatoxins. I didn't know until I ventured into it. My research, exactly, right? Which are not is carcinogenous. So we have to check our grains. That made me to go back into farming. So we now farm the ingredients to control the aflatoxins. so that we have good grains, and before we produce the dakwa.
And all that came from research.
Research. So the research, we need to do research. And then
Sometimes, just to come in, when people hear business plan, they get scared because most of the business plans we've seen are like this thick, or to them it's a lot of writing, a lot of words. But one of the things you can actually do as a first step to writing a business plan is just a business model, which is just a one-page overview of what your business is and where it's going and where your customers are, where you're going to get your revenue from, where your cost structure is. It's just a one-pager with 9 columns. So people should look into that. Just Google anywhere, business model, Canvas, and then you're going to get a frame. And it's on that frame that you build on to get a business model. So you can start from there.
Okay.
And then you'll be getting your business plan in no time.
Charles, you want to say something?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the two panelists here. I mean, you definitely need your business plan. Today, if you walk to MTN Mobile Money and said, I need a payment solution, I'm not just developing a solution just to pour to you for you to go and use. I need to listen to you. I need to understand how your business model works. Today, we have so many solutions that cut across the industry. SMEs, both online, those who are using the phone channel, USSD. I mean, we develop different kinds of solutions.
So Charles, tell us a little bit about the potential of technology for SMEs as far as the growth of their business is concerned, looking at what happened on the Solutions Business Show.
Sure. So today we have businesses that have come to exist because of mobile money. I mean, there are businesses that purely thrive on social media. Some are using apps, some are using just the web. No. But ultimately, those people cannot have a situation where they are interacting directly with the customers. So the customer goes online, he shops or transacts, and at the end of the day, he needs a means to be able to seal it off.
So like those girls who are the ladies who are doing the design, the fashion lady.
The fashion lady, for example, could actually advertise her goods or her wares, and based on that, based on what customers choose, she can probably even take, call it a down payment to be able to deliver, so that the customer would have shown commitment. So you don't easily have bad business. You don't really suffer the situation where you start developing or designing a particular outfit and the customer along the line says, oh, I'm no longer interested. You would still be able to design your model, still using social media, and be able to make sure that whatever interaction you have with your customer is still priced at a certain value.
Really interesting points there. I just wanted to go back to something you said about the business plan and how people are scared of the voluminous, thick, almost Bible-like document for a business plan. But some businesses can actually start without a plan. Isn't that not
most
so?
businesses start without plans. Most businesses, I mean, even looking at their show, Mr. Mensah doesn't, I don't think he started with a business plan. I don't think Mama Kande started with a business plan. The fact is, you see, business planning is a professional engagement, and when your business is doing well, you can always hire somebody to sit with you and draft a very world-class business plan. But the fact is, one of the things that people need to note is, when you're in business, you need to be making money. You need to be producing some sort of a product or a service that you're exchanging for the money that you want. You need to be in that business, before you get into all the nitty-gritties that stabilizes and build the necessary structures for your business. So let's just say you didn't start with a business plan, and we are hammering on the fact that you need a business plan. Don't be scared. Just continue with the business. Have some revenue coming in, have some expenditures, be very familiar with the ins and outs of the business, so that when you're writing a business plan, it's not like you are conjuring things from space. A business plan is just a summary of what your business is about, what the structure of your business is, how the revenue comes in, how the revenue goes out, and what are some of the suppliers and stakeholders of your business. So if you are not in that business, how are you even going to get the knowledge to write a business plan? So I would encourage anybody that wants to go into business, or even that is already in business, to continue with the buying and the selling and the producing and the providing of the service, and then paying particular attention to customers. Because really, they are the reason why we are in business. And when you look at is it Eno Sewa, or she doesn't know why she's in business. She doesn't know that the most important person for her business is the customer. And as long as they are happy, they are going to give you the resources you need to actually invest in a world-class business plan that will move you into the stage that Mr. Mensah is in, to be able to attract the kind of investments that you need. But if you don't go through the process of knowing about your business and actually doing the business, identifying what your target market is and who your ideal clients are, then how would you be able to show that you're in business. The only way you do that is through the revenues and the expenditures and actually going through the mill, and establishing a business.
Delali, was that your experience? Is your experience mirroring that of Mr. Mensah?
Yeah, it was. I know that Joey should be maize and then peanuts and all the spices. But when I go out there, getting to know my business, giving it to my target market, and then they buy and then they recommend. Now we have other flavors. Oh, okay. So when I give them millets, what do you see? Oh, I like millet. Millet is from my hometown. People now patronize it. So it expands my business to have a variety. And then with time, I said, okay, now I need to write a business plan. I started a business way back, but now I see, so I always call my business a hobby breaking into business. So it was a hobby, and then now I realized that no, this is a business. So the patronage was good. Talking about technology, I started uploading on my page, and people were like, wow, Joey packaged this way. So then they give me courage that, okay, this is my business now.
Yeah.
Listening to my panelists, and I feel more and more blessed to be alive in the 21st century. Everything you need is at your fingertips. You want to use your phones wisely. You need information, just go to Google and search for it. Business plan, you Google business canvas, and get the information you need to fire up your SME. We're rounding up this very exciting edition of the Solutions Review Show, where here we fix things. And we've talked about a range of issues: brand, technology, research. I want to know whether my panelists have anything else they want to say before we wrap it all up. I'm going to kick off first with you, Charles. What else can you say as we are wrapping up?
So I believe at MTN, we make it all possible. First of all, just as you indicated, use your phone wisely. We make data possible, hence internet is just available at your doorstep. And also the ability to be able to make easy payment. Mobile money makes it possible. So for us at MTN, we make the customer's life a whole lot brighter. And for us, it is not just about walking in with all the requirements. It's about coming in, sitting down with you, and being able to interact with you. And by the time you leave, we figure it all out. And so for us, most of the time, I tell my customers, don't bring anything. Just come along, let's have the meeting. And most of them leave the meeting very satisfied. And so just as Mama Kande mentioned something, she did something very, very, very remarkable. She was very appreciative of the lady, Amma, with her advice and all. And so she also offered part of her product, which is the wachi, as a gesture to say thank you. And Amma just tried to refuse it and said, oh, I have warned you not to use part of your capital as giving it as freebies. And she replied and said, well, it is my means of making investment. And for me, there's nothing more than being able to use our products, be able to reward, show appreciation to customers. And it goes a long way for them to go back and appreciate your product even better.
Indeed, fantastic. Delali, your wrapping up comments?
I think Solution has just come in at the right time. And then the episodes are really, really motivating. I can see myself in that as an SME or as an entrepreneur. And then how my vision is, how I'm open to. And then the frustrations that we normally go through as an entrepreneur. You are the cleaner, and then you are the MD. You do everything. You might have the idea, the technical know-how, but how to do the business plan and all that might be a challenge. And then they step in. Help Station steps in, so they can monitor and help you put your books together, and whilst you are also busy doing your thing. And then I would say Mama Kande is just super. And then if Eno would rather learn, you are blessed to have somebody close to you.
Just
so
across the road.
Yes, so you can also up your game. And then if they put makeup, you too put makeup and sit there. And then if she's laughing with the customers, you too smile with your customers so that they come back the next day. And then she picking a rotten stuff so that it will be cheaper. That's what goes. And then it's a high time people appreciate quality than price. That they're not quantity, but then the quality goes a long way. So once you educate people, even if your price is high, and you educate people that, hey, this one, because it's quality, that's why I'm selling it for this, with time they get used to it, and then they will all want the best.
Try it up for us.
Kafui, there are two things that I want to throw some light on. The first is what Amagana is going through emotionally. Entrepreneurship is not easy. Setting up a business, building a business, and Solution itself is a small business that is also trying to grow. And you know that she has domestic issues with childbirth because of her past, which is something that we probably haven't looked at much. But the things we do in the past has future consequences. And as an entrepreneur, it probably would come back to hurt you. And this goes to a lot of the people that know entrepreneurs. I think that you should hug entrepreneurs. You should encourage them. You should let, because they are going through things domestically, spiritually, whatever, and they come back and have to also, you know, make their businesses work, make their families work. So encourage entrepreneurs out there. And if you're going through anything, just know that be encouraged. You're going to go through it, you're going to be successful, and then of course, walk into Help Station and we'll give you the biggest hug in the world.
All right, people, you've heard everything for yourselves. If you have any questions you want to plug in right now, Facebook, Instagram, social media, any questions for the Help Station, send them to us. We will send those questions to them, and we guarantee you will get your responses. It's been another exciting edition of the Solutions Review Show. Here, we fix things. And God willing, next week, we'll do it all over again. Make sure you watch Solutions Business Show at the time that you know it airs. My name is Kafui Day. Good night.